Hey y'all, I'm Erica.
And I'm Tina.
And we are Mary.
And you're watching We Sound Crazy. Because one thing about me, I'm taking responsibility for everything I did. So when I got over my foolishness, I was like, listen, y'all, I was in a bad way. My life was jacked up, and I was probably taking some of the frustration out on my sister. That's my sister. I just want everybody to know I'm with her first.
Right.
Then y'all. So I don't stand for what's wrong with nobody. But when it's all said and done, I'm going to be down with my sister. I'm going to rock with her all day and all night. So tread lightly.
Welcome to another week of We Sound Crazy, your official backstage pass to all things music and culture. I am the music executive, TV executive, and film executive, the one and only billionaire.
Hit singer, songwriter, and one half of Louis York. I'm Claude Kelly, and I'm half of Louis York with this guy over here.
Hey, I'm Chuck Harmony. I'm a songwriter, music producer, and I'm the other half.
Yes, sir.
Crazy Crew is Bacon from Macon, music exec, and your true music aficionado. And I'm excited.
I'm so excited.
Because we have royalty in the building.
Oh, yes.
With nearly 3 decades in the game, they didn't just make gospel hits. They helped redefine the sound and the culture. Mm-hmm. From Shackles to God and Me, they brought faith, family, and real life to the forefront in a way that connected far beyond the church. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for We Sound Crazy, Erica and Tina Campbell, a.k.a. Mary. Yeah. Make some noise.
Thank y'all.
Wow. Y'all here.
They're here.
Finally.
Presents.
The Mary.
Jesus.
We had to come to the West Coast to, see. You know what I mean? We here though.
Well, thank you for coming and thank you for having us.
Thank you. No, this means a lot. We're just gonna start. We're gonna jump right in.
Okay. Let's jump in.
We have a segment called We Look Crazy. We're looking at Sunday's Best on BET Season 2.
Oh, Lord.
What comes to mind?
I'm sorry, everybody. Everybody whose feelings I hurt because I was either insensitive or immature or uncouth. I'm sorry that I hurt y'all. God loves everybody and he loves your voice even if it didn't bless me. And I'm sorry if I offended y'all. Like, no, for real.
Yeah, man.
That y'all have wanted for years to just get on and just say, for the Sunday, because sometimes people, they're looking up to you and you mad at you. And then you have to tell them, it's not working. And how do you tell somebody that they're not good enough? Because it's not that they're not good enough, but and then you try to be humorous and all of that kind of stuff. And it's like, you were hurting somebody's feelings. Yeah. And that has always bothered me. So I'm sorry to all the Sunday Best contestants whose feelings I hurt because I had to tell you, no, I'm sorry.
But sometimes that no builds character and they take that no and turn it around into...
Listen. And the no might have been from you, but if God intended for it to be a yes, it would have been.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And so when I think of that, I'm very proud of the opportunity to show gospel in that light. I don't think we ever had a show like that. And we met so many amazing, talented people during that
broke
time.
So many artists.
Oh, yeah. Yana with her amazing self. Yeah.
Still bomb.
Did
Crazy.
great. Very grateful for that time.
What else we got going on here? Let me see what we can pull up.
Uh-oh.
To shock. All right, this is
Lord,
this is Sister Act 2. If you don't know it, you've been living under a rock.
Right.
Oh my.
Yes, I remember
Y'all are in
that.
this movie.
I was in
moves.
I'm on the second row. I remember cutting my bangs with the biggest scissors and dyeing my hair. My mother was upset that I cut my hair. I think I was about maybe 18, 19. Yeah, I remember.
Lord send a revival.
Yeah, I was, where was I working?
Listen, no, you was doing hair and I was working at Spires. I was a host at this restaurant making $5.55 an hour, and I did not want to compromise my stable job to go do this movie just in case it didn't work. And Erica was getting residuals forever, and I was over there with my little $5 job.
They tried to play me a little bit, like we could barely see you. We got to pause. I said, I see these checks though.
Listen,
I see these checks though consistently.
And
so
I'm over there saying, "How many in your party?" 4. I told myself up. 3 of you.
I got to meet Lauren though, and one of the breaks when they were changing camera angles, we sat and she was like, "Man, I'm in this group. called the Fugees. And I got all this music coming out. I was like, really? We were just chatting it up. It hadn't begun yet.
Yeah.
And so to have that moment with a young Lauren was really, really cool. And I cherished that moment. Even Whoopi. And then when they did the anniversary a few years ago, they asked me on The View, they asked me to have words. I was like, yo, remembered I was in it. So yeah, it's a really sweet memory.
Okay, that brought me to a moment. I'm not trying to interrupt y'all, what y'all got going on, but that brought me to a moment. So before me and Erica became Mary Mary, we did, was that both of us that did that pilot with Kirk Franklin?
Oh, yeah.
We had done this pilot with Kirk Franklin. He was doing,
came up a few weeks ago.
Yeah, so we did this pilot with him, and I remember somewhere in between going from one spot to another, we didn't have enough transportation. I was like, you guys could get in my car. And I was like, oh, this is my chance.
Oh, you mean
he was the pilot.
Boom.
Yes. And I remember we were going from it was short distance from one spot to another. I don't know if it was a studio or whatever, but I was letting Kirk hear. I was like, me and my sister are a group and we're going to, we called Mary Mary and this is our music. And I remember he was like, oh, that's good. So it's so funny to talk about that with Lauryn Hill. I was like, we had that same moment with Kirk.
Wow.
During that pilot.
At least y'all were pitching each other. You're like, I do have a group coming.
With hair.
That was John Gray?
Yeah, John Gray. Yeah.
Wow.
I think Joy was even in this. That's me. Is that me right there?
Yes.
That's me. Oh.
I definitely did your hair. That was my special. Warren said I made everybody who I did that. He said you made everybody's hair look the same. I was like, no, I didn't.
There wasn't no other style to do in LA. Like
that was it.
Except
Right.
that was it.
She had one style.
I had more than that. He's a hater. He's a hater.
For everything.
So this next one, I think this is when you all performed Shackles. At the 2000 Lady of Soul Awards, Soul Train Lady of Soul.
I remember this.
I still got this on VHS.
Don't miss it. With the little jiggle.
Choreography. Let's go.
Yes.
Lord. Lord, let me be that
Do it.
What do you all remember about this day?
Yes.
Well, I remember Halle Berry in the front row. She was being honored. That's what our performance was for.
Yeah.
And I remember being on the red carpet and just kind of taking it all in, standing next to Luther Vandross. It was a surreal experience. I remember singing, because I went to Inglewood High School. I remember singing Mac 10, and he was like, hey, I know you, but Snoop was right there. He was like, hey, man, that line is whack. Whack is beep. And I was like, no, we did go to high school. And he was like, see, I told you. Bleep, bleep. Bleep, bleep.
Bleep, bleep.
This is Fighting Temptations.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, move.
One of the change.
Girl. Look. Who are we pointing at all the time?
We
That's
don't
what I
know.
want to know.
What did they put us in? What are those clothes? Oh,
it's okay.
Tina still got the same hair, man.
Oh man, those micro braids was my jam.
Man.
I remember that.
What do you remember about this day?
I remember that's the movie that with Beyonce in it, right?
Yeah, Fighting
I remember them
Temptations.
having Popeye's chicken everywhere.
Was Mike
I remember
Epps in that movie too?
No, I don't think so.
No, it's.
It was that's Gap, Erica. That's before Invisalign.
Wow.
It's before.
Erica, you can really do those eyes, honey. You are doing it. I could really do a lot of pointing. Them shoes. What are those shoes doing?
Kitten heels. It's okay.
Oh.
I remember learning that movie processes are a lot longer and a lot different.
Yeah.
A lot of hurry up and wait. You know what I mean? And they're busy filming the movie, so don't have a lot of time to tend to you. So you're like, do they not want me here? I don't know what this feels like. You can literally just sit in a trailer for hours. And so you have to adjust to all those things, the differences in the process. Yeah.
I remember the cast was fun. That's what I remember. I feel like I remember
it was Angie Stone
the catering time. We was all just
Angie
like
Stone
chilling together, and the cast was everybody. It was a bunch of music people, so it was. I remember it being fun.
Angie Stone, Shirley Caesar, Rue McClanahan from The Golden Girls.
Yes.
Montel Jordan.
Montel Jordan.
Yes.
Was Ron Isley in it? No.
Eddie Levert.
Eddie Levert.
Yeah.
There you go.
Eddie Levert was in it.
So I recently saw this on Twitter, and a lot of people were asking about the song that you all sang during this movie.
Oh.
What happened to the song? Because it didn't make the soundtrack.
Right. Well, the soundtrack was done by a particular company, and that particular company kept trying to take claims to Mary Mary. So, Warren said no.
Got it.
Respectfully, no.
Yes. So it's in the movie.
She's like, so please watch if you want to get the song.
I mean, y'all know how the industry goes.
Yeah.
You know, you take a little publishing, take a little of this, and we were very clear on how to negotiate and what we wanted in certain deals. And so instead of just being, it has to be on the soundtrack. I don't think we ever felt like this is make or break. We have to do this or nothing will happen.
You know
so
what?
if it didn't work, we'd be like,
yeah, we were
gotta do it another way.
We were not anxious to be down, and like we didn't even know to not be. We didn't have. It wasn't an air. It wasn't this contrived thing. It wasn't this knowing of your work. We just. It's like we don't have to be like, no, that ain't fair. No, that don't look good. No, I'll pass. I'll wait. But that sound like you get more than me. Like, that sound like I'm being pimped. I'm a pass. Like, I'm not necessarily saying about this situation, but we were never anxious to be down where we would put ourselves in a situation that we know it was a compromise, but we wanted to be down. And so I'm grateful for that.
That's so cool.
But Big John and Warren taught us well, though.
Yeah,
for
usually when you're anxious, that's when you get played.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And you never find out you're played until years later.
Yeah.
Oh, I never got my royalties. The contract that you signed and the person that you signed with left your name out, and what you signed was not the real deal.
That
And
fine
you
print.
literally, that fine print will kill you every time.
And you ain't reading your contracts. You let them read it. And you let them sign for you. And that's how you end up doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, but having the protection of people around you that care is such a big deal.
Yeah.
What I was going to say was, the two of you are not just artists, but you're writers, you're creators, you're storytellers, which is actually why it works so well, obviously in the studio. And from the very beginning, I read the credits. From first album, I'm like, who's behind this? And it's always been all your names on there. And so as I think about all the records I love, I've always wondered what the studio was like. If I could be a fly on the wall, like, what's the process? Who's throwing out ideas? Who's coming with the hook? How y'all divvying up solos? How is it?
You know what? It's always been like a toss-up. Like a lot of times Warren would give us a word. I want a song about this. And we would write the song.
And then he'd leave the studio.
And he'd leave the studio.
This song is going to be called Boom.
I remember
I'll
that
be back in 2 hours.
specifically, yeah. From the sound album, he said, I want a song called Boom.
What do you mean? Just, boom. Boom. All right, I'll be back.
Yeah.
You guys got to sit
And
there
then be like, what does he talk? Yeah, so we just have to figure it out. Or Warren would have sometimes a concept, and then he'd tell us to unpack it. Or Warren would have a part of a hook, or he'd have a hook, and he'd have us unpack it. And I know I would come in with like a lot of lyrics for verses and stuff like that, but I wouldn't necessarily know how to put the melodies together right. And then Erica would come and take the lyrics that I would write and put the melodies, or it would start with Erica. Every time things are super melodic, that's more Erica or Warren.
I remember being on my way to the studio when we were doing, which record has a little girl on it?
I don't know.
Thankful. Not Thankful.
No,
the second album.
The second one. Yeah, Incredible. So I remember driving up. I was driving up Sunset. I was on my way to the studio. We still, where did we live? We lived in Hawthorne. Oh, were we in Burbank? Don't remember.
I think
unnecessary detail.
Record.
But I was driving and I started singing the song, and then when we got there, I told him I had this idea, and then we just went with it. The same with Dirt, and the same with Steal My Child. Yeah, the Could You Tell Him That I Really Need Him. Actually, that song came from me being in the studio with Warren and Heavy D. Rest in peace.
Yes.
And he used to call me Sister Ebo Shah because I was just so saved, and he was calling Warren Baby Jesus. I was like, don't call me baby. That's too far. That's blasphemous. But he asked me to pray for him. He said he had a Bible by the side of his bed for a very long time. He was like, but I just can't pull myself to pick it up. He, gone through some things, lost his friend, and I said, well, I'll pray for you. And when I left, I started saying, could you tell him that I really need him? I really want to change. The next time you talk to God, could you please?
You get on my nerves. That's just, come on.
But moments inspire me.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All the time. I can be in a sermon, in a movie, and I'll have to, whatever they said will make me think something else, and I'll have to write it down. And so that happens to us a lot of times. I remember when we were still living in our apartment in Burbank, and she came over to my room. I think it was I Sing that you were doing.
Yeah.
She was telling me about the I Sing about what he's done for me. And we just kind of put it together, and we bring it to Warren, and he'll just make it what it becomes.
Right. I remember whenever I would have writer's block, I'd be like, the song ain't on me. I got to go take a nap. Because it's something in the way. I got to go to sleep and wake back. And I would go to sleep and wake back up, and I would have the rest of the lyrics.
Right.
Wow. I was like, I need to rest because the song is on me, but something in the way. Yeah. And so it's just crazy. A lot of the ideas will come with Warren, and then like Erica said, life inspires us. I know that a lot of times when I would just like try to write a song, it didn't happen. Yeah. Like I would need life's inspiration. It could be anything. It could be seeing a bird fly across. It could be seeing mama walking with her kid. It could be see a dad. It could just be anything. It could be watching two lovers or whatever, or considering or hearing a message at church on Sunday and considering my view of God in relation to that, So it was always a happening, I think, that would inspire the really good songs. Like, I feel like in those moments, it's like God just literally downloaded something into you because it was so effortless. It just came,
Yeah. And just changed the world, just culture, just, I don't know if I told you all this. Second album, I literally was in Atlanta, Georgia. Y'all did a signing, I think, was it Greenbrier Mall? And I was there. Phil Thorne, I stood in line to get my CD signed by the two of you.
Wow. I don't remember that.
I was in college. I was in college. Yeah, it was me and Deron Jones from 112. We were like, Mary here. Yo, let's go get the album. And then we literally stood. Somebody cut us a little bit of, they were like, that's from 112. They're like, oh yeah, get it. But I remember that's how impactful your music was to me. So this day right here just means so much, just to be able to celebrate your legacy, for real.
We did a lot of signings. We Warren would say, you shake a million hands, you make a million fans.
Yes.
So he never wanted us to be the type of artist that was always in the back. He was like, see the people, touch the people, let them know that you appreciate them. And I know I'm only here because of the people. So we've never been the kind of artist where we didn't appreciate people who buy tickets and who come and who are so invested in what we say and what we sing. So it's always been a really great love affair with people who would stand in line, except for that one guy in in Canada who had a big scarf that said Erica and Joseph, and he said that the Lord told him that I was his wife. That guy. And I said, yeah, Joseph, I don't know which Lord you talk to, but I'm already married.
Taken.
That's crazy.
But yeah, we remember the people that we meet. Not all of them, but we remember a lot of them.
Well, you don't have your success without them. You have a platform, but there will be no sustainability without the support of the people. So how do you overlook the people that have supported you? And then also the teams of people, your team is very important because your team can help you to be a jerk.
Absolutely.
They can help you to be, they can help you to lose your career. And we didn't have that kind of team. We had a team that was.
We had a few people who wanted to. But they the best, and they. I'm like,
but you know what? Our starter team wasn't ignorant like that.
Not our starter team.
Our starter team wasn't. So when we got people, they was a little ignorant. We was like, we don't get down like that. Absolutely. Like without these people, we don't have what we have. And like, why you got a problem with them? Like, what's wrong with you?
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm grateful for that because I don't know if artists have that now. Like thinking that you're so far above. Like we were the singers that was standing in line waiting to see somebody. We were the singers that was. I wish that was me.
Remember John P. Key?
Oh yeah,
we would stand in lines to see John P. Key for hours.
Car breaking down and everything.
Oh, it didn't matter.
Smoking and everything. Car just out here, just smoking and everything. We just driving. Now just pray, y'all. We gonna get there in a little while. God gonna fix the car while we sitting in the concert. Yeah, right. All of that. And so we understand.
Praying God gonna fix the car while we sitting in the miraculous
foolishness
while we in there.
Well, I wasn't alone with the excitement knowing that Mary was coming on the show. Some of our crazy crew sent in video questions.
Yes, they did.
Yes. Oh, wow. So without further ado.
Okay.
I'm really curious. When they make the Mary movie, who do you want to be casted as you? I would love to know. Thank you so much.
Wow.
The Mary biopic.
No idea.
None?
No. I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, Mila could definitely play you.
Mila can't play me. Mila.
Yes, she can.
Well, I holler. Mila don't holler. Okay. Mila don't holler, so.
But you can do the voiceovers for the singing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But she looks just like
and
you.
she's the spitting image of me. She be wearing me out. So I guess Mila could. She can sing, but she don't holler. I guess I'd have to do that part.
Well, we could teach her.
Maybe my daughter.
I don't know. There's so many young, amazing singers, but I don't think I've ever thought of that. But who would play me.
Right.
What about actresses?
Right.
See, I'm thinking my age people, and my age people couldn't pay the younger version, so I have to be more abreast on, young Hollywood and all of that. And I don't know.
The casting got to be right.
They got to be right.
It's a proper story to tell.
Right.
Yeah, and it's so much more than the verbal act. I know with me, it is, my body says everything. I mean, well, it's different now, but earlier on, my body was saying everything. Watch the inflections, watch the tone, watch the turn, watch the blinking, watch it. That was what was making the bigger statement. And so you'd have to get that part right.
Yeah.
I just feel like you could find some actors that can really study you, like in the same way that Jamie Foxx became Ray Charles.
so good.
Angela Bassett. Yeah, I feel like y'all deserve
And
a
there's
movie
so much
where they're
content.
committed like that. You know what I mean?
That would be wonderful. I know for me, all of, like, for instance, I got all the same friends that I grew up with. And so that's how you know if you a solid person. Because your people is still around. Like all of the people that always knew me, they still have the same feelings about me because I just evolved. I didn't become somebody different. And so they understand me. And being on TV and being in the public, I have been misunderstood a lot. And so for me, it would be important to get somebody who could play because I have been hard as a rock, but soft as a pillow all at the same time. Like a lot of people don't know, I couldn't fire most of the people that worked for us. I couldn't fire them. Erica had to do it because I start thinking about their life. I start thinking about their kids.
Well, we go a long way. We go a long way with you, right? And we'll let you know what I mean, that it's not working or this needs to change. And if your ego tells you that you know what you're doing, but I don't believe it, and I think that people forget that if I hired you, then I can fire you.
I write,
you know what I mean?
I
and
write
so
the check, so you can't determine whether or not I'm gonna write them. I get to do. So I'd be the first to threaten to fire somebody.
Oh, she gonna talk a big game. No, she gonna talk a big game. Because then I'm gonna make the call. I'm gonna have the
Rock.
I'm gonna give you a hug. I'm still gonna be friends.
The Rock over here saying, "Listen, if you don't fall in line, y'all know y'all can be replaced." And then when it's time to replace them, they got kids. I mean,
like the Lord provides.
We didn't give them enough time to notice. It's just paying for the next couple of months.
He didn't say it had to be me. He didn't say the Lord will make a way out of no way if Erica keeps me.
So most folks didn't realize he was really the gangster.
No, but it was because I did. See, the thing is, my ego is not that big. Is that without me, you'll fail. I don't feel like that. I mean, you'll go somewhere else where somebody want to,
And
rock how you rock.
I'm over here making folks my liability. I'm over here thinking about your notes and your and all of that kind of.
Oh no, God provides.
Let's hold on to it for 2 more
God
months.
provides. Thank you.
No, but you learn, especially in this business, how to be kind instead of being nice. And there's a difference.
Yeah.
Kind is how you let them go. Kind is how much patience and how much time you give. Nice gets you run. Nice makes you a rug.
No, I ain't never been ran over. We don't do the run overs. But I think the kindness that wasn't always displayed, openly. I really did have that because I really did care about people.
But I will say this: everybody that has ever worked with Mary, we're still great friends. I mean,
That's good.
text, talk, friends, still do things together, and I'm very, very proud of that.
We see them, and they're like, so that's
It's
good
all
to
love.
not have. I mean, I'm not
Enemies.
saying that we don't have any enemies, but most of the people that work directly with us, they have good things to say about us. Because when you start working with all these other people, now, I mean, I'm not trying to hate on nobody, but when you start working, you're like, oh, maybe that was immaturity, and then once you grow, you're like, oh, these young stages. Some of the stuff comes with being younger. You just
you don't know.
you ain't all the way together. You know what I mean? And I'm grateful that they all respect us and they all see the consistency. And then when Erica and I had to make amends with people, we did. Like, if I needed to tell people I'm sorry, I did. Like, listen, I was a jerk when I was working with you. I'm sorry. Like, I didn't understand how hard you were working and I didn't value it then. And I'm sorry that I didn't, even though it was time to separate, like, I'm sorry that I didn't give true value to what you did. You did need to be let go, but I didn't. I didn't mean to do everything that I'm sorry.
We always had this bit of information too. Warren always said, which I hate this quote, but I believe it to be true. He said that the artist is usually the most disloyal one in the whole setup. Because if a record goes bad, it's everybody else's fault. If they don't get a cover, it's everybody. If they don't go on tour, it's everybody else's fault. And you have to take into account where you are and what you can really do. I've never been the kind of artist where I need you to tell me how great I know who I am. I know who God said I am. I know what I'm capable of. I know what's promised to me. So whether it's today or 10 years from now, I'm going to get it. So if you say, hey, we didn't get that performance, like many people don't know, even though, you know, we have 5 Grammys together and I, you know, an additional
got
one
5 Grammys together?
Yeah.
I thought we had 4.
I said, oh yeah, because the help and the this last one.
Girl, that's you.
Hallelujah.
She got all the Grammys. Listen, I do not.
We've
know
never
all our
performed
stats.
on the Grammys, not the pre-show or.
Wait, what?
We've never performed on the Grammys.
Not yet.
That's what I'm saying. Not yet. Like but it's not like I'm not, you know, revolted against the system and I'm never going, because if you're not mad when you win, you be careful to be how mad you are when you lose, because it's someone else's turn. Like I remember when it was A Little More Jesus and Ty was nominated for, I can't remember which song, and Krista went with me and she was so upset, and I said, it's Ty's turn. I'm happy my friend won. I'm not mad at him, you know. And so learning to regulate yourself as an artist and be honest with where you are and where you are not. Have you earned it yet?
Have you earned it?
When you earn it, it comes.
Well, let's talk about earning. Do any of us really deserve all of the goodness that God has given us? Did we deserve to come out and sell 1 million records on our first gospel record? Did we deserve to be on the top of the charts all across the world? And we singing gospel music. We on top of the pop charts. Like we don't deserve the goodness that God gives to us. We should be grateful. Sometimes we work hard, and there's things that hard work produces, but do you deserve to get, like, you got all these very capable, phenomenal artists. Why do you deserve the Grammy? Why do you deserve the shine? Why do you?
Do you remember who we were in the category with the first time?
I don't know. I probably thought we probably go.
CeCe,
I was like, oh, this
Donald Lawrence.
We ain't never went.
And Fred Hammond.
I was like, oh, this is the OGs of the OGs.
Like no, they ain't.
Like they are favorites. So we like, they are favorites. Ain't no way. It's all right. Thank y'all. We got the nomination. We can say that, you know. And I remember, I'm gonna tell you. See that arrogance? God said He hates arrogance. 7th thing that God hates. Arrogance is at the top of the list. God don't like it. One of the years we came in so arrogant, like, well, you know,
yeah, it's going.
Ain't getting nothing. Ain't getting nothing. We was nominated for 2 or 3 or something.
Yeah.
We did not get nothing, and I'm telling you, it helped us out. It helped us out.
Yeah.
It helped us out. You don't deserve anything that God has given to you and blessed you with. Some things are just God's goodness. It's not necessarily your hard work that should and, like I said, deserves that. And so when we thought we deserved it, we didn't get it. And so we went on and got healed from the whole entitlement. We got delivered from the entitlement.
Entitlement.
So let's go to our next viewer question.
Hi, Erica and Tina. My name is Kalijah. I love and I adore both of you so much. You are literally the artist of my life. One of my first memories is watching the Shackles video premiere. Not even kidding. The last time y'all dropped a project, I was 11 years old. I am 25 now, and it means the world to me to see you two together again. My question for you ladies is, what is your favorite Mary Mary song? Coming from an artist standpoint, as the people who wrote and produced and made these songs come to life, what is your favorite Mary Mary record?
What's my favorite Mary Mary record? Well, the one that comes to mind now, and I think it's because the clip has surfaced several times, and that is "It Will All Be Worth It." Mm-hmm. Wow. With all the legends, with Daryl Coley, Edwin Hawkins, Rance Allen, Joe LeGun,
Gone, bro.
Karen Clark, Dorinda Clark, and Tremaine Hawkins. Mm-hmm. We wrote the song, and we called more people, but that's who was available. We had a dinner for them. We gave each of them gifts. We poured the love on them, and they poured it back on us. It was just really, it was like being blessed by the legends that day in the room. They were happy. They was like, oh my God, we're so happy you called us. We're like, what?
Y'all happy we called y'all? Y'all, we grew up on y'all. Right.
If you see the video.
Y'all the greatest of greats. Like, you seen us in the corner, like fanning out like little 2 kids and broke into a concert with all the legends, and we just get to be on the sideline. Like, we was just like, is this our life, Erica? Wow. Like, we used to listen to all of these people when they in here on our, like, is this happening to us?
Right.
That was absolutely a dream.
Oh, and Andre Crouch. Did I say Andre Crouch? Yeah. And then the lyrics. that it will all be worth it. You can't see it now, but one day I know you will. Whether you're talking about heaven or you're talking about the things that you aspire to now,
Goals, yeah.
it has so much hope and so much worth and value that it will be worth it. The time, the tears, the pushing, the trying, the hoping, the meetings, the rejection, all those things will all be worth it. But you will not see it right now. But one day I know you will. And so I've sang that song to myself in moments where I lost or didn't get certain things. I've sang that song to myself, just to remind myself, just keep going. It's gonna make sense. It don't make sense now, but it will one day.
Yeah.
It's a song that I'm thinking of, and I can't put it together. It's on the record with "Save Me Now, Please Save Me Now."
Mary.
Yeah, it's a song on that record, and I love that song, and I can't think of the song right now. It's just it escapes me.
Is it the one that we
I feel like we doing a good singing on there. It's like God tell me to do something, I'ma do it. It's
If you tell me to go, I'm gonna tell you I will. Cause I love you that much. If you tell me to stay and be still, I will.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Come on.
No.
Tell me what to say,
even if I'm afraid, I will. Cause I love you that much. It doesn't matter, whenever, I will. Cause I love you.
And what's crazy is I was singing that, y'all wasn't there. I wasn't there. I was singing that song prophetically because I wasn't there where whatever God says. I mean, I thought I had a good, strong yes in my spirit. I had a yes. Well, I don't like that, God. Let's give me some other options and I'll pick yes on that. I didn't really, but I'm actually there now.
Yeah.
I'm actually there now. That has always been my favorite song since we recorded that one.
See, the great thing about songwriting is you get these downloads from God, and again, you don't know why you're gonna need them. We were talking about that before.
Yeah.
And then as you get older, you're like, oh, that was for me?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
He's busy
I didn't know it was for me.
Yeah, we over here prophesying into our future and didn't even know it.
Right.
Yeah.
I was like, Lord, I don't want no more struggle songs. I don't want no more In the Morning You'll Be All Right. Yesterday, Shackles, Can't Give Up. No, give me a Joy Bells Keep Ringing in My Soul. Like, we never wrote them kind of songs. There's always some kind of struggle attached to it.
We had some victorious songs in there, but I think we did have to live the struggle songs after we wrote them. You know what I mean? Like, we had to.
But that's real life.
It's real life.
Real life.
That's real life, and you have to prepare people to know how to go through the tough stuff. That's what makes people fall apart. They think I'm singing for Jesus now. Everyone will like me and be nice and say kind things.
Man, the Bible says in this life you're gonna have trouble. You know what I mean? We overcome because we have God with us. You know what I mean? We have God with us and God in us, and we overcome. But if you don't have no troubles and you don't have no struggle, like then you already in heaven. Yeah. You already made it there. Like life comes with struggles. It comes with ups and downs. It comes with toils. It doesn't have to be as rough. You know what I mean? Don't pick every battle to fight. You know what I mean? Don't let everything get up under your skin. I've spent a lifetime doing a lot of that. You know, it doesn't have to be as rough if you have proper perspective. But if life is just perfect, what do you learn? How do you gain strength? How do you become resourceful? Where you get your fight from and your drive from if everything is always perfect and right. And that's not saying, we should all have a life of hell. I'm not saying that, but the stuff that be going wrong in our life is purposeful.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
All right, we got another viewer question.
What song do you go back to? I know for me, it would be Trouble Ain't. That song came out at a very serious time in my life, and it has always been a song that I can go back and listen to and be uplifted and survived. Anyways, what is the song that you go back to? So many questions, but that would be the one.
Wow.
That Trouble Ain't was Daddy's song.
Yeah, I remember when we played it for him at the studio, and he was in the car, and he sat straight, and I saw a tear come down his eye, and he said, play that song again.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, we got a good one. Yeah. We never made it a single, which I wanted it to be, but that song is always special because, no, you're not. That song is special because it was one that I know specifically blessed my dad. But the song for me, I mean, is and probably always will be Can't Give Up. Because it's just what I have to remind myself at the toughest moments that I cannot quit. One of my father's favorite scriptures, which he told us all the time, was if you faint in the day of adversity, your strength is small. Which is why Tina wrote, your faith ain't never small. That's what got you this far. And go get it. But we were in Japan doing press, and that schedule was brutal. It was like, lobby call is 7:15, interview at 7:37, you'll leave at 7:42. Oh, it was like that.
Military.
It was like at 8:01 you'll have breakfast. It was like
You'll have a break.
You'll have a break.
8:01 to 8:13.
yes, it was crazy all day long. By the time we got to one of the radio rooms, it was one night, and it was back-to-back interviews, and I was like, y'all please just play Can't Give Up Now for me. And I sat there and they played it and I cried and I took a deep breath and I was like, okay, let's keep going. And Tina's like, you okay? I was like, I'll be all right. I was drained. It was emotional. It was exciting. It was sad. It was pressure. It was all of that. Missing family.
Yeah, you're far from home.
Yeah, we were. The beginning was crazy. We were gone.
Yeah.
For weeks at a time. And Can't Give Up would be what I would listen to, and I'd be like, you can't. You prayed for this. You dreamed of singing your whole life. It's what you wanted your whole life. Now you're here. What you gonna do? Your whole church would have prayer meetings just for Erica and Tina before we started. Wednesday night was not a service night. Wednesday night was the night they intentionally prayed for Erica and Tina, for Mary Mary.
Wow.
And I believe that my need to keep going was not just for me, it was for them too. And so Can't Give Up would be the song.
What about you, Tina?
What a Friend is coming to mind. I think some of Erica's best singing is in that record. But What a Friend, even though that was taken from a hymn, the verses, people told me all of my life, true friendship is hard to come by, but I've had to find out for myself. And now I've finally come to realize what a friend we have in Jesus, and that's been my life. Like, your journey will really help you to see that, like, this Jesus that we're talking about, like, this name really does have power. For sure. Like, this name is really rescue from everything that's happening. When you, like, you ain't got no time for Jesus, you ain't checking for Jesus, and you definitely ain't acting very Jesus-ly. Jesus is still. He's still.
Is my favorite word now.
Listen, because I have had some moments. Thank God for mercy and grace. But you realize Jesus really is a friend. You know what I mean? Erica's really, really good singing. That bridge is bananas on that song too. And Erica does something. It's something that you do in that song. It takes me there every time. It's so good. I think it's in that song. No, Erica has, let me tell y'all something. When Erica is doing that good Erica stuff,
yes, sir,
she has this signature thing about her voice that nobody has. Like, I don't think you tap into that enough, but man, it's so signature, it's so beautiful, it's so unique to her. And like the way that Erica can play on the melody, I can't do that at all. And when we have those songs that are super melodic, I remember in that song, I was just intimidated to death because I was like, E over here killing it, and I don't know how to do nothing but holler and run, and she over here know how to. No. And I'm like, what key we in?
I think that's what makes the perfect marriage of voice. Absolutely, yeah. What she does and what I do, and it just always works. And the weird thing is when we sing together and we haven't practiced and we do stuff instinctively that just kind of works. Yeah. Like, it's always so weird. There's a video, Love 'Em Like I Do, and there's something that we had no choreography. It was like a come in and just kind of shoot the video, just kind of make it happen. And there's like 2 or 3 moments that look like intentional choreography. Us walking around each other. There's something, we do this face thing together. It is like the greatest thing, I think, of singing with Tina. It's just the marriage sister thing. The sister thing. Yeah. Now, I have felt intimidated by her hot. Tina sing really, really. It's like, it's crazy. So I spent my life trying to be a soprano that I'm not. So I'm fully in my alto-ness, and I'm okay with it.
And now we finally learned how to relax into who we are. But in them earlier stages, man, I used to be like, Warren, why can't I hear like she hear? Like, I can't do what Erica. Just let Erica do it because I can't do it. And I would get frustrated. Like, nope. I get frustrated because I was like, she moving with this melody, and I'm over here in a whole nother song. Like, just forget it. I'm intimidated and I'm frustrated, and I can't do what the girl is doing. So just when it's come time to holler, bring me in there.
It's always time to holler. We sing gospel. It's always time to holler.
We got one last viewer question.
So my question is for Mrs. Erica Campbell. What was your honest first reaction seeing your daughter's Wicked-inspired The Boy Is Mine cover with Sarah Smith?
Ooh, I was totally blown away with Krista.
Wow.
And I'm always blown away with Krista.
Krista can sing.
Oh my God. So Tina used to say, "Stop making my niece a show monkey," because I would make Krista sing like all the time. She was 9 months singing "Ordinary People." She was a little girl coming on tour with us. We were doing a hero tour with Kirk Franklin in 2005. She was 1 year old, and her and Leia would come out, and the audience would clap, and Krista would be like, "Baby, she's been ready for her close up her whole life."
She was ready.
Oh God, they would take a nap in the middle of the show, but when we got to that, it could have been me at the last. She wanted to come out and do her
my
part.
time.
Because it's my time. But her ear for music, her tone, and there's just it's like something angelic about her voice. I feel like Mila has that same
I was saying
thing.
It kind of runs in the family.
Clean. It's this sweet,
it's fearless.
It's really, really great. And when I hear her she did this thing at Christmas, and she was building these harmonies, and she started from the bottom note. No one starts from the tenth note. Building harmonies, and she'll, Warren will give her equipment, and in my mind, I'm going, she doesn't know how to work that equipment. And in the next week or so, she'll be like, "Mom, listen to what I did." And I'm going, what am I going to do with this child? She's amazing. I just want to handle her well. I want to steward her gift well. That's what me and Warren
I was going to ask
talk a lot about.
Knowing what y'all know about the business, and the business is different from the ministry and different from your gift, and dangerous for a lot of reasons.
For sure.
How do you approach it for your children now that you know what you know?
Krista has been in it in our guardrails, and we are now. She's literally 21, so we have to remove the guardrails, and she wants to sing inspirational, not necessarily gospel. So think like PJ.
She want to be an R&B singer.
She can't be fully. She can't, cause I say it. So.
She grown. She get to choose.
I said what I said. No, but I think, she has a heart that wants to articulate who God is to her. But she's a Broadway kid. She loves everything from Dolly Parton to Barbra Streisand. Like, she just doesn't have regular ears as it relates to music. And when she
can't do anything.
So are y'all going to write some songs for her?
Right.
Oh, of course. Okay. Of course. But she's a writer.
Yeah.
She's a writer. Actually, when we did Get Up initially, we were saying, take this information. Take this information now. And Krista was singing, take this invitation now.
Wow.
And Warren said, that's the lyric.
And now you're a writer.
Yeah.
And now you're a writer.
In the mouths of babes.
Yeah. And so she's done that. Mommy, what if you said this?
That's how it starts, though.
Yeah. And I was like, that's actually fire, Chris.
Right.
Yeah.
So now Warren's like, hey, Krista, I need you to write something and send the harmonies and then send the files over. And so she's like, she's doing her thing.
Big ups to Dub. Let me tell you something. Warren placed demands on the kids, and I was like, Warren, you gonna force everybody? Because first of all, at Erica and them house, I can't spend a night over there because they in concert at all times. No, it's just the truth. They don't. The music doesn't turn off. This dude is producing music all night long, and I just remember the last time. Maybe it was like 10 years ago. I was like, this is a circus. I'm getting out of here because you don't.
Yeah, but then when you need stuff done, you'll come over at 10, and I'll be like, y'all, I got radio at 3 a.m.
I said the concert is
Warren
never.
just be-
He ain't there to like, bro. It's late, bro. But no, it's that household has got to be one of the creative places on earth. And Warren places demands on his kids, and I was like, Warren, you want everybody to follow suit and music? He was like, no, they got to occupy their time doing something. This is teaching them discipline. But them kids. Kids got it, man. Because he oh man, they got it.
He was like, Mom, listen to this. I'm going, did you do that for your mama? That's for your mama, right? Is that
right? That's my next single.
Yeah, like he's doing great. If I'm doing something with somebody else, Warren will say, Warren, you got something for it? He'll like, yeah, I think I got something. And he'll go in his room and lock in and come out with something amazing.
That's Warren all day.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But when you're around it, you're a sponge, right? And the bar is high, and they're absorbing all that y'all have been doing the whole time. Even when you don't realize they're absorbing it, they're absorbing it.
You have to train them up in the way they should go. So you have to kind of lead them that way. I didn't want to go to choir rehearsal when my mom made me start singing in the choir at 12 years old, but she knew that I had talent, and so she would make me sing to develop the gift, to get me ready for what I was doing. So that's what I've tried my best to do with Krista. I'm always bringing her on stage or doing something. I even brought my baby girl when we were on tour with One Hallelujah, and this was Zaya's first time on stage, and I had her to do the first verse of I Love God. When I tell you,
that was with the rap?
Yes. Well, the first verse. I don't think that I can know. She's like walking across the stage. She like rocking. I'm going, first of all, like, where you get this from? You 13. Like, but yeah, she has this fearlessness, and then she don't want to do none of it. Zaya could pass on all of it, but she has this talent. Every time she does something, she's always like, she was in a beauty contest, and as gorgeous as she is, she's not that girl. She doesn't have to dress up, and she want to wear a hoodie and sweats.
She got a nationwide check.
She got it. She did get a nationwide check.
It's chilling.
Yeah, like playing with your mama. So Zaya's special. They're all special. So I just want to handle them well. Yeah. I don't want to say anything to hurt or to make them be like, man, or even I don't want to say anything to make them be like, man, this God stuff is not real, because you know, I don't ever want to handle them wrong. I don't believe they were birthed to me as a gift. They were birthed through me. God allowed me to be the vessel, so I have to handle them well, because they're gonna have their own life, tell their own story, and the story they tell will not be mine. So I have to always keep that in mind. Like, they're gonna be with somebody else somewhere else telling a story, and I'm going, that's how you felt? That's what you thought? That I didn't mean it that way. You know what I mean? You just can't help it. It's inevitable. My mom does it. We'll be telling our story. My mom be like, well, you know, I did the best I could. So
listen,
and then they get a little emotion.
I'm gonna just say I'm sorry. Just to fix it, because they probably ain't lying. So whatever it is, I'm very, very sorry. Let's go get us some therapy and get through this.
Wait. So the question is, so what if Krista decides to do R&B for real, like you're saying? Then how do we?
I don't think she'll go too far. She's covered in too much prayer. She's too covered. And she does have a fear of God. Like, she started her own shout revival called Shout. She did Shout LA, Shout at Atlanta, and it was specifically for college kids to express their faith and to be challenged in their faith, to grow in God. And so while, you know, she's not a perfect kid, she's in college and she's living her life, and praise God, hallelujah, pray for me. I believe that there's enough God within her to hold her,
to make the right decision.
To make R&B can be clean and good.
Like, things that I love. I
just went seeing PJ
bad.
last night. That's some of the best R&B that was ever made. I think God is very, very happy with that. And so I think when it comes to women in R&B, you always think that they have to exploit themselves in some kind of way. But I'm like, no, you can just be creative and brilliant and phenomenal and undeniable, and so you can't be denied. So you just have to make sure. You're and
I don't necessarily. I'm gonna get in trouble with this one. I don't necessarily think sexy is a sin, right? I don't think she has to be over sexualized, but I think there is a beauty in femininity that God has given us. You know what I mean? There's something that you exude when you walk in the room. When I'm in a room full of men, I'm aware that I'm a woman, and I know that there's something that I have that no one else has. So when you own that and not trying to get anybody's attention, it's what I know. I don't need you to know it. I don't need you to even say anything. It's for me. You know what I mean? I looked at myself in the mirror and said, I don't need you to say it. So if I give that, so if I give that power to my daughter, then if I give her that power to walk in a room and have that, there's a certain amount of foolishness that's not going. You can't come to her doorstep, because she already knows.
That's good.
You know,
that's good.
Yeah, we you know, the Bible says, train your children up in the way that they should go, and when they get old, they won't depart from it. And so I remember, you know, I haven't always said things the right way. So your kids are becoming teenagers and they trying to dress. I was like, I'm not raising hoes. I'm not raising that. So we're not gonna be dressing like that. Like, one of my kids got body, and she been had body, and I was like, you're not going to the park like that. I know it's fine for everybody else, but these grown men will be following you back home. Why? Because you got too much body. And like, you're body shaming me. I was like, don't you ever bring that foolishness into my house. And you're my child. Heck yeah, I'm observing you. And if I have to say something, I'm going to pass judgment if I need to make sure that you're corrected in whatever it is that you're doing, so that somebody's not following you home, or so that you're not misread and identified improperly, you know, incorrectly or whatever. So I think our children were raised right. And I got another one. She's got most beautiful legs and all of that, and she just she don't be caring a lot of times. And so you have to help your children to make sure that they understand the women that they are, or even our sons, make sure they know who they are. Never exploit yourself. Like, see yourself as everything that God made you to be. You ain't trash, you ain't cheap, you ain't common, you special. Act like it.
You ain't common.
You ain't common. Well, you know what, I think I want to play a game with Mary.
Like a Mary game.
Mary game. So you all have touched on the songs. Y'all's catalog goes deep. 7 albums, many a single. I mean, so many dope album cuts. I want to play a game of song title association.
Okay.
And I'll just call out a song title from one of the albums, and you just...
First thing that comes to your mind.
First thing that comes to your mind. One of my favorites, Good to Me with Destiny's Child, from the very first album. What comes to your mind when you think of that record?
The first thing that comes to my mind is going to the back of the church to finish writing the song. 91st in Vermont, we were at Evangelistic.
We wrote that song at the back of the church?
We were in the front, and you was like, I got an idea. And we went to the church office while church was going on to finish writing the song. Yep. And yeah, I remember Ty-V was our A&R, and she was the one that said, I think we should get Destiny's Child on this song. And I remember being in the studio with them, but that was a really sweet memory. The very, very beginning. Everything about the first record will always be very, very special for me.
I just think young, excited, enthusiastic, vulnerable. You know what I mean? Like, we were so green. We knew nothing about what we were entering. We were just excited and hopeful and ready. And so, I mean, none of the life that we have now. We didn't have none of that. We were just like free to be young and excited for an opportunity. So it's
no pressure.
No pressure.
A song that I feel like is kind of forgotten when it comes to Mary Mary. Thank You, from the Kingdom Come soundtrack with Kirk Franklin.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I remember that one. What call us? I think it was Monica Bacon.
Yeah.
Shout out to Monica Bacon.
Sister Bacon. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember shooting that video with
That was
Kirk. We
fun
had
with Kirk.
so much fun. I thought that the green and the red hair, I always loved your look in that video.
I did like my hair in that video.
That red and that green was, I mean, it wasn't Christmassy, but it was a different kind of thing. But I just always loved Tina's look in that video. We had so much fun with Kirk. We always have a good time with Kirk.
Yeah, I think it was just a lot of fun. I think we was laughing the whole time. So the fun that you see on camera, that's exactly what it was.
For
real.
sure.
So it was a lot of fun.
For sure.
Couple more. Seattle from The Sound. One of my favorite Mary Mary records. Yeah.
Man,
That's a good one.
Yeah.
wow. I feel like Kim Burrell did there was a tribute to us from Essence one year, did a tribute to us, and I feel like Kim sang that song.
Oh, yeah. I was pregnant with Zaya.
Or I was pregnant with somebody too.
Maybe.
I don't know, one of them.
Yes.
Yeah, but immediately I thought about when Kim annihilated that song. And I was like, well, then we should never sing it again. But that song is very powerful. It's like, it's the sentiments of our heart. You know what I mean? If God's spirit is pouring and raining and present, everything is well. Everything is well. And like, we really do cry out and pray to God to purify our hearts so that we are the embodiment of the music that we sing. It would be terrible to have sang all these songs and impacted all these people and then we're a lie. You know what I mean? And so when this is, I just want a heart like yours, like that's real. We want our hearts to reflect. It's so crazy. Like for me this year, I'm like, this year is the love. This year is the year of love. This is the year to be the embodiment of God's love. Like not offended, forgiving everything and everybody, and just
I love that.
not so, not so easily bothered. And I think that song kind of speaks to that. Like, God, I just want my heart to be like yours. And God loves everybody. He know that some of these folks is trash. He know that some of us, some of us is terrible and we should be thrown away, but he don't throw us away.
Right.
I'm like, God, I want to be like that.
That's good.
Last song. Probably my favorite Mary Mary song of all time. It still brings me to tears. 1 minute.
Yeah.
Wow.
All I need is 1 minute every time. 5 seconds of it may change your mind. 10 seconds to make you see. 15 to say, Lord, I'm sorry for all the things I've done. It'll take 20 more to say that you're the one. 9 to think it through. I'll take the one to say I love you. I'll take the one.
I don't be remembering this. I'll be like just shooting in the wind at the song, but that song I remember.
Don't listen to the music.
Listen, I wrote it. Like I wrote it and I recorded it. I don't know if the requirement was like listen to it endlessly afterwards. But I remember when Ty-V brought that song to us, and I remember they had the groundwork for a really good song, and we were like, this song, I think it was a love song, and I was like, if we gonna do this song has to speak what's true to us. And so I remember intentionally converting that song to say, God, I just need to take some time and just express my heart. And it was man, I loved it. And we was like, we gonna put a little tweak on this and we gonna make this right. And I thought it was a great addition to the first record. It added something that record needed. It's so signature. I love that song.
When you think about the early Mary Mary days, like before everything blew up, right? And that was a global phenomenon. What do you miss most? Do you miss the innocence? Do you miss the chaos? Do you miss the simplest things? But what do you remember and miss most about those early days before really having that first platinum record?
The innocence, for sure. Definitely. The moments in cars and in buses and on planes, and excitement on the side of the stage, just hoping to be good enough, watching whether it was Yolanda or Fred or whoever on stage going, man, we here with them. Like, that will always be a special time. But I do remember one time we were on the side of the stage. It was some big festival, and we were so nervous. And I remember hearing in my soul, I gave you everything you need to be everything you need. So I think God was always just encouraging us to just keep going. I would say we almost self-sabotaged from asking to be in the church. So we started out doing all secular stuff. It would be The Roots, Little Kim, and Mary Mary. It would be Cisco.
Or Maxwell. I remember seeing y'all with Maxwell.
Yeah, it would be all these things. And so we were like, we need to go to the conventions, and we need to do this, and we do that. And so the label was like, oh, that's where they want to be. And so there was this big shift on, I think it was the second record. And we happened to go to Donnie McClurkin's church. And after we sang, had a good time and all that, Donnie called us to the back and he said, what are you doing? And I was like, what you mean? He was like, this is a space for those that speak to believers. You are called to the streets. You are called to people who don't know. He's like, so I appreciate you doing this, but I need you to do what y'all do, because somebody has to go out there and get their attention and draw them. He was like, maybe they won't listen to me or some other music first, but they'll listen to you and they'll eventually get to that. So I need you guys to be the seed planters that you are. And so we were trying to kind of rectify, and was it rooted in wanting to please the church? Yes. Was it rooted in
more approved?
I'm a church girl. Like, hearing some of the hateful, hurtful things that people would say, we'd be like, church girls, that's all we ever
like. Y'all know we cultured girls who couldn't put red nail polish on until we was 18.
Red lipstick.
Like, we couldn't wear pants. Do y'all know that we couldn't listen to secular? Did y'all know that? So what was the thing about us that was it was a phenomenon to everybody, but to us it was just God's doing. Like, we didn't have enough experience with the secular side to try to be like, we didn't have enough information to go out there and try to be. We were just being us. Now, we were blessed with a great team of people and great stylists and great visionaries, but again, we were like, we didn't do anything that we didn't want to do. So it was like, no, not that. Yes, that. No, okay. Like, I remember when we were being asked by the team at Sony, how did we see our music? Yeah. We over here just as green, but we going hard because this is what we believe. We ain't trying to be arrogant or nothing. We're just like, oh no, everybody loves gospel music. The world. We start naming all of these big stars like gospel. All of them influenced by gospel or music. No disrespect. Like, gospel music got the best singers in the world. Absolutely. And everybody in the world know it. Yeah. And all these soulful singers, they come straight from the church. So people do want gospel music. They just don't know that they want it. Put our music out there in the world for everybody to hear, and we trust us. They're gonna like it.
That's good.
We didn't know, y'all. We were just fully convinced.
Yeah.
And so that's exactly what they did. And then God blessed it. I think what I miss about the beginning stages is, like Erica said, the vulnerability. I don't think it's always wise to know everything. I do think that what you don't know can hurt you. Like, I think you should know as much as you need to know going into negotiations and things of that nature. But I don't think it's always good to be aware of everything, because it affects your perception. It affects
it affects your creativity.
It affects your it might affect your kindness. It might affect your godliness.
And your peace of mind.
So I think what I miss at the beginning was being somewhat naive. Not knowing everything, because not knowing everything helped me. I was embracing the haters. I was kind to those who didn't like us. Like, I didn't know to be bothered. I didn't know to be nervous. I didn't know to be scared. Like I was just saying about when we talked to the executives, I didn't know to, watch what you say when you're around I didn't know any of that. So we were just free to be us. And I think there was something so beautiful with that.
To the executive at Columbia when we first got
What I say?
Look what I do now.
Listen,
they were telling us, I think they were trying to, impress us young girls from Inglewood. They were like, oh, they don't know that. And so they shot out this number and, this is your advance. And Tina says, well, if that's what I'm getting, what are you getting?
Ooh.
And they chuckled and they said, oh, you know the business. And she said, exactly. Because we knew you don't get what you deserve, you get what you negotiate.
But I knew nothing at that point. I just knew that, first of all, don't.
I said, oh Lord, we gonna lose.
This is the thing.
She counting the man money, Lord.
No, you coming at me trying to impress me, and I ain't never been for sale, ever. And so when you doing it like that, it's just like, well, what you got going on? Like, I walk away from this because if I don't get it from you, I get it somewhere. God's got plans for me, and ain't nobody gonna stop it. So the whole trying to let me impress you with this number, that has never ever worked for me, ever. And I'm super grateful because I have
protection.
And the faith in God is protection for me because I don't depend on you. I only take whatever you want to take from me.
If you got a number, you will be bought.
Listen, ain't got no number because God got all the numbers, and I'm with Him. So
what I want to know is. Reality TV.
Oh Lord.
So I want to know, as it relates to the show, what scene, if you had to watch it again, what scene would make you cry, and what scene would make you cry laughing?
I don't know. I cringe a lot when I watch the show. Unfortunately,
I don't watch the show no more.
You don't watch the show?
No,
I watch each episode twice.
You do?
Really?
I watched the TV show to edit it. And that's it. I think life was busy, and I'm not really a TV person like that. Yeah. And I think most people know I had some bad memories from the TV show time. And then I don't know, I never did well with just watching myself to death or listening to. Because when I needed to edit, I'm watching it to death. When we needed to listen to our music to determine whether or not we liked it and it was what we wanted, listen to it to death. After that, I'm done.
It's done.
Yeah, let it go.
What would make me laugh would be the family moments, like our interactions, clowning, and the episode I'm thinking of specifically is when I was pregnant with Zaya and we had to cancel a tour. I think that was somewhere maybe around third or fourth season, and I had to cancel the tour. And Tina thought she was my mama. There was a scene. I think we were at SIR rehearsing or something, and I can't remember what she said. But when I watch it now, I crack up laughing. And I think the thing that would make me cry is losing my father and having to do all of that with cameras. That was crazy, but what I will say, I'm glad that it's documented. I'm very, very happy that season of our life is documented, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So, my father was in the first season a lot, actually. And even when my sister Elena had got married and all of that, so to have those moments with him and seeing my kid, I literally had Zaya on television. That's why the fact that she's 14 now
is crazy
for a lot of people. Santana, all of the kids that were born
walking to you for the first time, I think, on the TV show.
Yes.
Bless her heart.
I have to say, I love Mary Mary prior to the reality show. But during and after the reality show, my respect level just went through the roof because
Me too.
a lot of times with gospel artists, everything is behind the curtain. They don't want you to see anything. They don't want you to see the humanity of people. And just seeing you all be regular people navigating life just like the rest of us,
and family,
having the good, bad, ugly shown to us. It let us know they're just like us.
Wow.
They're on TV.
It was very
recording the albums, all these great songs, but at the end of the day, Erica and Tina are just like us, and I totally respect you all. For
Plus, it was before social media, so you didn't really get to see the behind the scenes of people's lives like that.
Right.
And we knew we didn't see church girls on TV. That was a lot of the reason we did it. I remember our very first meeting with Mitchell and with Tara, and we literally had one meeting, and by the time she left, she called us back and said, I want the show. And we were recording.
But by the time we started, she was sitting there, let the girl, Erica, talk to me like we trying to pitch ourselves. Talk to me, and I'm gonna be Tara.
Okay.
I'll be Tara.
Yeah, so we're sisters, and we do this, and we do that, blah, 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 blah. And I think that it would be great because we don't really see a lot of gospel people on TV. So Tina was like, she hates us.
So then because I was like, I don't do this pitching myself. And so I remember Mitch telling us, just go in there and be who you are. And I'm like, we're going in here to be who we are for her to see it. And I'm like, I don't sell me. So whatever that desperation is, and I mean, I understand part of that is part of it, but I was like, whatever that
perspective.
That's how I felt. So I was like, I like me. You ain't gotta like me. So the minute you turned off, don't even worry about it. I'm gonna just talk to my sister. So me and Erica just tuned her out and started talking to each other like, well, she don't like us anyway. Let's just go. Let's eat this food and let's have a good time. And let's just get on out of here and let's not come to these uncomfortable meetings. Yeah. And by the time me and Erica finished doing me and Erica, she was saying she had an offer for us, I think, within a couple of hours. Yeah. And so it was that was just something that she was like, And then she was like, well. But we literally, because I was insulted by her. And so I tapped out because I was like, I don't want to, because I fooled around and say, listen, sis, I ain't asked to be here, but you know it. Like, I'm over here thinking like that, right? So I was like, let me just tune in.
Team, you hear me?
Tina gone team.
It's different there. But I was so offended because she was so not interested, so obviously. And I was like, we don't have to be over here selling ourselves, Erica. We don't have to do that. Let's just talk, enjoy this little food and go.
I understand negotiation. I understand that people are thinking, everybody got their game face, their poker face. So I never took that personal. I know the real conversation happens after they leave. Yeah. I remember I learned when Holly was our manager, she was like, Erica, you have got to stop nodding and smiling in every meeting. So she was like, I'm just very upfront. I'm just like, so they think we got her. You know what I mean?
But not that one. We don't got her. She ain't with us.
But the reality show taught us a lot, allowed us to give and share a lot. The testimonies that I've heard from people's lives has been incredible. We met these two sisters because it was the episode when we had gone to therapy, and the show, we never watched our lives before, so that was the first time we saw how it looked, and I was like, I don't want to say that to my sister no more. I don't want to.
Interesting.
I was like, I don't want to.
The show itself was
shut
therapy.
up and say stupid all the time. I just don't want to do that, and so we were in therapy, and we were like, I don't want to operate like that. Like, we started hugging each other more and just being more vulnerable and honest. Before, I think it was just little girls being sisters. Because my mom, we're not girly girls, like we don't call each other sissy and do all that kind of stuff. We never were like that. We didn't hug.
My daddy wanted sons, so he made us a little bit rough.
So the show showed us ourselves in a different way. And there was these two sisters, I think they were 65 and 68, and they hadn't spoken in a year. They both separately were watching the show. I don't know how they ended up in our dressing room, something that we were doing in some place we were doing promo, and they said, when we saw y'all go to therapy, we thought, well, maybe we can fix this. Maybe we don't.
Wow.
Maybe we can.
Good,
she was like, and we repaired our relationship from watching y'all show. That's one of the best compliments ever. Because we still don't have a lot of faith-based Black families on television. We don't have any right now.
No.
None. Yeah, so take care of that, Phil. All right.
So, I was about to ask, would y'all do it again? Would y'all let the cameras back in again?
It's a no for me. When God wants you to do something, he arranges it. Yeah. And so if God arranged it, it would be, but it was a lot of devastating things. And I'm just not that kind of person. Like, you can even look at us now. Like, Erica just be on. That's who she really is.
We both got, what are you
I'm not, I'm just real casual and real, that's me. You know what I mean?
She always make it seem like I'm
Erica,
not.
you ain't
I'm
fancy.
your big sister.
You ain't fancy, E? You fancy.
What you got on? Look at you.
Erica, you fancy. No, I got hair.
It's a reality show right now.
But I got hair that look like I'm doing a lot of things, but I have absolutely nothing on my face.
You got your jewelry, your jewels.
I don't like to be on those.
Jewels, you got the stones of the Lord on your ears.
Stupid. With reality shows, you got to be on. You got to be.
No,
like, to keep up with reality right now, like, I ain't that.
It's a different world.
I just don't want nobody in my space all the time.
I get it.
I think engaging content will always win. It's always interesting to me. The viral moments are always the fuzzy screen with people not polished.
When you're not trying too hard.
When you're not trying. Most viral videos are not polished, clean videos.
If me and Erica did it, if we did it, it would be different. But like, not the arrangement that we had before. It would have to be us because when we get together with me and my sisters, oh my God, it's bananas. Like, I can sit and watch me and my sisters for hours because it's hilarious. That's why I hate missing family functions. Like, the best fun is with us. And so it's amazing. We get into it, we get over it. Somebody reprimands somebody else, somebody doing too much, somebody not doing too enough, somebody talking too much, somebody talking too little. It's just
we're not good for TV because we talk over each other though. Okay. That's what they hated about it. We had so many unusable
today, though. We've been doing good, right?
Kind of.
Y'all doing great.
A little bit.
See,
we had so many unusable clips on the Mary Mary show. They were like, we can't. Okay.
Y'all all talking the same time?
Oh, everybody. But I can hear everything.
Me too.
I'm very clear on what everyone has said.
It was 9 of us or more growing up in the house at all times. We can hear everybody. Like, know how to get in there and get your point made, because the ones who confident and who going for it,
Definitely.
you ain't gonna be heard. So you learned how to navigate that. And I can hear what everybody is saying.
It's terrible.
So I got to ask you, both, over the years, what's been the hardest to protect? The music, the business, or the actual sisterhood and relationship amongst the two of you?
The sisterhood, I would say. I don't think we have to protect the business. I think the business got in the way. I think we've misunderstood each other.
Yeah.
A lot. I think we had to learn respect for one another. When you're sisters, especially when you're an older sister, so I was like, you need to do it. And she's the little sister and the middle sister. So it's always like,
Ain't nobody gonna tell me nothing.
Right. So it's just a lot of unnecessary thing. Like, I understand totally and completely why groups break up. I understand totally and completely. But the sisterhood has always been, when this group is over, she's my sister.
Right.
You know, and so that has been priority number one for me. And I think that's has sometimes struggled, you know, if we can be honest, where we had to apologize and had to have certain conversations because I had an understanding or she had one, a different feeling, which we're both entitled to. You have to allow people to be who they are, how they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
it takes maturity to have that perspective, though, because sometimes you think, like, me and Erica have always tried to be each other's savior. We didn't even know that we were trying to do that. So I'm trying to save her from being her, and she's trying to save me from being me. And neither of us are understanding each other enough. And then, you know, you go through the stage of your life where you're bullheaded, where you can't listen at all. And so the people closest to you should be able to speak into your life.
Yeah.
Like,
Absolutely.
If you gonna have them around you all the time, that means they hold value. Why can't the valuable people talk to you and tell you the truth? You know what I mean? And so you have to mature past those stages and all of that. So there has been work to manage that relationship. I think after the TV show, me and Erica had a bit of an estranged situation. And then when you go through your because you start watching the TV show back and you don't know if Erica, did you gonna put that on there about? You know it ain't never happened. Like, now you're mad because they didn't edit it, and she's trying to prove that she didn't say that, and I'm trying to prove that. And a
lot of people in that reality space, those confessionals did so much damage.
Things you didn't
Because
do later.
because sometimes they coach you on what to say. Say something like this, right? And you know it's TV, so you know you may turn it up a bit, but you don't know how that's going to hit their heart, right? Yeah. We know each other for real. We can have real conversations. I can't imagine y'all ain't family. Y'all go to different places, so your people around you is telling you she hates you. So of course y'all gonna fight when y'all get back on set, right? You mad? You up to here? You know. I'm glad I was able to do it with family, so we could lock in and be like, that's TV. This is real.
This is real. And then our mom. Our family does not play about that. Like, one thing, we gonna love each other, we gonna get over stuff, we gonna get along, or we gonna fight until we get it right. Like, we not because first of all, I'm not gonna be seeing you at your bedside while you're on your way out of here. I'm finna spend the rest of my life with you. So how long is it gonna take for us to get over this stupid stuff? Because you know that the fun is with me. So how you gonna sit up here?
She called me one time and said that. You still mad? I was like, I mean, I'm
like, you been bored since I left your life.
You know you miss me.
Right? Yeah. So I'm grateful that our mom did not let us hold she didn't let us hold grudges and that kind of thing, and that was very important. And then, you know, there have been elements of business and stuff. Like, after you've been doing it as long as we have, there's so many layers. Musically, I don't think there ever was a problem, but there's elements of business where we don't always see eye to eye. But I think some of that is just the evolution. It's just the evolution of an artist, or it's you becoming mature and understanding the things that we understand, the things that are the priorities now. The integrity, I think, that we have, assuming responsibility for our choices rather than blaming it on teams getting mad or holding on to things for a long time. Like, we're past all of that.
And you get older, things that your values change, right?
Oh, for sure.
Exactly.
And you understand how short life is,
For sure.
and how tomorrow wasn't promised. And then you start to realize that the people are more important than the contracts and the numbers and that and that.
That part.
And it makes you a lot more kind to yourself and to the people that matter.
Absolutely. If faith grows, you're not so hard pressed with all of your team that you got to make everything happen. No, God's going to make it happen in His own time. He's not withholding anything from me. He gonna help you to negotiate well. He gonna open up the right doors and put the right relationships. And then we also understand the value that we both bring to this. You don't understand that. Sometimes you're trying to have more input in some area where you should be quiet. Just let Erica talk right now, or Erica, consider my advice right now. Like, we get that, but it took maturity to get there. And then another thing that people don't realize, life happens outside of your artistry. Like, Erica live in her own house with her own husband, her own life.
I got always ask me, where's Tina? I'll be like, I do this. Probably at home.
Right. And so sometimes your own stuff is creating conflict because you've got conflict in your own life or whatever your challenges are. I'm menopause. I don't care what it is. You got your own stuff. And so, you know, sometimes that's what's creating the thing. But I think at this point in time in our life, we understand that life happens.
Yeah.
But we are also each other's life. And this life has to keep happening.
Absolutely.
So how do we make sure that this life keeps happening? Okay, now that's weird.
And then too, there's always a spiritual side that people don't acknowledge. The devil hate this. The enemy hate this.
Yeah.
He don't want us out here reconciling and talking about apology. He don't want us out here telling other artists that you gotta, you know, consider the people to work for you and not be a jerk. You know what I'm saying?
Girl fight. They
Unbreakable fight. Unbreakable sisterhood, and the devil is pissed off.
Period. I'll fight you in the spirit, and I'll also fight you over Tina. This is my sister.
Listen, when me and Erica was having conflict, I remember telling like certain people, like, listen, don't give me too many uh-huhs or anything like that, because that's my sister.
Don't co-sign me too
Don't
much.
agree with
Absolutely.
And then when I got over my foolishness, because one thing about me, I'm taking responsibility for everything I did. So when I got over my foolishness, I was like, listen, y'all, I was in a bad way. My life was jacked up, and I was probably taking some of the frustration out on my sister. That's my sister. I just want everybody to know I'm with her first.
Right.
Then y'all. So I don't stand for what's wrong with nobody. But when it's all said and done, I'm going to be down with my sister. I'm going to rock with her all day and all night. So tread lightly.
Tread lightly. Watch
tread lightly. I don't co-sign for what's wrong, but tread lightly, because that's my blood, and I'm with her all day and all night. I just want to make sure that you're clear on that.
I love y'all. Y'all are each other's biggest fans, and that's what makes y'all so much. It makes the music great, but also just even just watching y'all talk and interact is that I can tell that y'all genuinely want the best for each other.
Absolutely.
And because you can see when you can't. Love speaks a language on its own without even being said. It's body language, it's head movements, it's eyes. It's when I watch people, I go, oh, they don't like each other. Me and Warren do that when we go on dates. We look at the tables, we be like, oh, they just met. They don't like each other. You can tell they ain't looking at each other. Ain't nobody laughing. Ain't nobody touching nobody. Be like, they are not friends at all. You can tell. You can see it.
Body language.
Competition with each other, with certain girl groups.
Listen.
Give me real connection, real friendship, real love and support.
Yes, please.
That's where I thrive.
Yeah.
Y'all are such a breath of fresh air still.
That's why we love y'all.
We love y'all. We love
y'all real.
So this segment right here is the Esther Roll Black Excellence Award. Claude, you want to set up how this came to be?
Esther Roll.
I would love to set this up because, you see, we discovered when we started this show that Esther Roll, the actress, had a gospel album. Did you know that?
I don't think I
A gospel album called The Garden of My Mind.
1975.
We're like, now hold on. How come we know so much about Esther Roll and don't know the fact that she had a whole gospel album? That's led the whole thing of, like, we got to make sure that when we do these shows, we're giving honor to our black leaders for all they've done. Sometimes we overlook people for the popular, but there's so much about our culture that's people have done a lot of hard work. So we created this whole section to honor our black icons for the work that they have done or are continuing to do. So the Esther Roll Black Excellence Award.
Nice.
Okay.
Yes.
I like
So normally we nominate, but today we nominate the both of you, and you are honored. Thank you for all that you have done and continue to do.
Come on.
Because you deserve.
Thank you. Y'all are so kind.
The Marys.
Come on, Esther Roll. I can't say her famous line from that show, though.
You can't say it. But you can think it. You can think it sometimes.
But thank you. You've done so much for just music, culture, and inspired, like I said, all of us. And so it's truly our honor and pleasure to have you sit with us and just share a bit of the journey today. It means a lot.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you for
this
having
was
us.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah, this feels like love, and it feels like, the things that you don't anticipate are coming when people see your work and honor you for it. So we got some more. We got some.
That was my final question was, now that we've chatted it up, the $1 million question is, when will we be getting some new Murray?
So I'm gonna just give it to you honest. The win, I cannot tell you the win. Erica wants the win. There are some things to come, but when we get back, this is the thing. I understand the magnitude. I understand the magnitude of Mary. I think about it, y'all. When was the last time me and Erica dropped a record?
2013.
2012, no, because Daddy died in 2013. It was 2012.
2012, yeah.
Right?
Zaya, go get it.
Okay, so y'all, it's been a long time. Like, I'm thinking, why did God preserve us? Why did he sustain us? Why did he keep us relevant across the mainstream and we gospel and we ain't put no record out and like
because God waiting on you to say yes.
So let me say it. So I feel like God has a bigger purpose for us, not just go reclaim your space and make everybody feel good with this feel good music. I really do feel like God has a bigger purpose for us in drawing the world to him and to his love, because we call everything love and everything ain't love, but God's love is the purest and it's the best love, and it's for everybody's benefit and for his glory. And I feel like God has some great things that he wants to do with Mary Mary, and I'm on this personal journey right now of healing and kind of unpacking and releasing myself from the layers of life, so that when I do fully commit to Mary Mary, I can actually be fully committed. I can be healthy, I can be whole, and I'm not going to get in the way of what God is doing because I went and dealt with me. And I'm just literally still in the phase of doing that. But there will be a reemergence, and I'm super excited about it. I think that the next is the best, because like we get it now, like we understand it now. Just like to hear everything that you guys are saying. There was no intentionality with us to, we gonna change the game, and we ain't know how to change the game. Like we didn't even know the game needed to be changed. Like, and to see that God did all of this, like what will he do now that you're very intentional with your yes to him? And so I want to be intentional with my timing, so that it's no weights, it's nothing in a way, you know what I mean? Like I'm really, really a better me, and I can just go out there with my sister, enjoy being together and enjoy giving God the glory, and everybody being encouraged and drawn to him in the process. And so when that time comes,
first album energy.
That part. And it's, you know what's great? To spend all of these years getting back there. And I feel like I'm really, really close, because it's different. Awesome. I'm not what I was. And I think that dealing with the layers helps you to get back to that vulnerable place. You know what I mean? You can't unlive life, but you can change your mind. And so when it's time, you don't want me to come out there and I'm throwed off.
I don't.
You want me out there driving you crazy. We over there fighting backstage, talking about, glory to God. Like it ain't finna be none of that. Like everything's fine.
Well, we got plenty of great music to enjoy and celebrate in the meantime.
Absolutely.
I honor that decision, and we'll just patiently wait. But in the meantime, we got plenty of Mary Mary albums, and we got solo albums that we can enjoy in the process. So
we're gonna keep celebrating you until we get the new music anyway. So we here.
Keep it going.
We here.
Yay.
We love y'all so much. Thank y'all for taking the time to share a little bit of your lives with us.
You're welcome. This was fun. Thank y'all for having us.
Follow us on all platforms at We Sound Crazy and WeSoundCrazy.com. Click and subscribe below. This has been amazing. Our special guest, Mary Mary. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Make some noise for Mary Mary. Until next week, We Sound Crazy, y'all.
Peace.
We sound crazy.